Hi there, welcome back to another video. My name is Sophie, and in today's video we'll take a look at a list of animals you wouldn't expect to find at the beach, but often visit shores around the world. When you think of a beach, you picture waves, sand, and maybe some seagulls or crabs. But did you know bears or even elephants sometimes show up on beaches? These animals don't live in the ocean, and they're not your typical coastal visitors, but they wander to the shore for surprising reasons. In this video, we'll count down the top 15 animals you didn't know could be found on a beach. Let's dive in. Number 15, raccoons. These masked bandits are famous for getting into trash cans, but they're also skilled fishers. Raccoons have very sensitive paws that work great for feeling around in tide pools and shallow water. They visit beaches at night to catch crabs, small fish, and shellfish. Along the east coast of the United States, raccoons regularly visit beaches to hunt for food, especially during summer when marine life is most active. Number 14, bears. Bears might seem too big and clunky for beach life, but they're actually good swimmers and excellent fishers. In Alaska and the Pacific Northwest, black bears visit beaches during salmon runs, when fish swim up coastal rivers to spawn. They also eat clams, mussels, and seaweed. Some beaches in Alaska have bear viewing areas where tourists can safely watch bears fishing in the surf. Number 13, deer. You might see deer in your backyard, but on a beach? It happens more than you think. Deer naturally live in forests and grasslands, but they need water to survive. During dry seasons, deer in coastal areas will walk to beaches to drink from streams that flow into the ocean. In places like California and the Pacific Northwest, deer have been photographed walking along the shoreline, especially early in the morning when beaches are quiet. Number 12, mountain goats. These sure-footed climbers live on steep mountain cliffs. So what are they doing at sea level? In Alaska and parts of Canada, mountain goats sometimes come down from the mountains to lick salt from rocks near the ocean. They need salt in their diet, and coastal rocks often have salt deposits from ocean spray. Rangers in Alaska have reported mountain goats walking on beaches in Glacier Bay, looking completely out of place next to the waves. Number 11, wild boars. These hairy pigs might seem like forest animals, but they've been spotted digging through sand on beaches in places like the Bahamas and parts of Europe. Wild boars are smart and will travel long distances looking for food. They visit beaches to eat turtle eggs, dead fish, and even seaweed that washes up on shore. In the Bahamas, there's actually a famous beach where wild boars swim out to boats hoping tourists will feed them. Number 10, coyotes. These dog-like predators usually stick to deserts and grasslands, but they're incredibly adaptable. Coyotes come to beaches to hunt seabirds, steal eggs, and scavenge dead fish and marine mammals that wash up on shore. In California, coyotes have been spotted running along beaches early in the morning. They're especially common on beaches near urban areas, where they've learned that humans sometimes leave food behind. Number 9, horses. Wild horses live on beaches in several places around the world. The most famous are probably the horses of Assateague Island, which is split between Maryland and Virginia. These horses are descendants of domestic horses that were abandoned or shipwrecked centuries ago. They've adapted to beach life by learning to drink fresh water from ponds and eat salt-tolerant grasses. Similar wild horse populations exist on beaches in North Carolina and even some Greek islands. Number 8, moose. The world's largest deer species normally live in forests near lakes and swamps, but coastal moose in Alaska and northern Canada sometimes feed on seaweed and kelp. Seaweed is rich in salt and nutrients that moose need, especially pregnant females. These massive animals, which can weigh over 1,000 pounds, have been photographed wading into ocean water up to their bellies to reach underwater plants. Number 7. Foxes. Arctic foxes and red foxes both show up on beaches, but for different reasons. Arctic foxes in places like Iceland and northern Canada hunt for bird eggs and dead sea animals that wash ashore. Red foxes visit beaches in warmer climates to hunt crabs and small fish in tide pools. In some parts of Australia, red foxes have learned to time their beach visits with low tide, when more food is available in the shallow water. Number 6. Wolves. Coastal wolves in British Columbia and Alaska have developed a unique lifestyle that's very different from their inland cousins. These wolves spend up to 75% of their time near the ocean. They hunt fish, especially salmon, during spawning season, and they've learned to swim between islands to find food. Genetic testing shows that coastal wolves are actually different from forest wolves because of their seafood-heavy diet. Number 5. Jaguars. These powerful cats normally live in rainforests, but in some parts of Central and South America, jaguars hunt along beaches and mangrove swamps. Unlike most cats, jaguars are excellent swimmers and aren't afraid of water. They hunt caimans, fish, and even marine turtles that come ashore to nest. In Brazil, jaguars have been photographed walking along ocean beaches, looking for turtle nests to raid. Number 4. Elephants. In several countries, including Thailand, Sri Lanka, and parts of Africa, elephants regularly visit beaches. They're not there for vacation, they're looking for salt. Elephants need a lot of salt in their diet, sometimes up to 200 grams per day. Coastal rocks and sand often contain salt deposits from ocean spray. In Thailand, elephants have been seen walking along beaches and even playing in the surf, though this is usually in areas where they interact with tourists. Number 3. Polar bears. You might think polar bears belong on ice, not beaches, but climate change is forcing them to spend more time on land. During summer months when sea ice melts, polar bears in places like Churchill, Canada, gather on beaches waiting for the ice to return. They don't just wait around, they explore the shoreline looking for whale carcasses, bird eggs, and kelp. Some polar bears have learned to hunt seals from rocky shores instead of ice floes. Number 2. Tigers. The Sundarbans mangrove forests, which stretch across parts of India and Bangladesh, are home to tigers that have adapted to coastal life. These tigers are excellent swimmers and regularly cross rivers and tidal channels. They hunt fish, crabs, and even small sharks in shallow water. Unlike other tigers, Sundarbans tigers have partially webbed paws that help them swim. They've been spotted walking along beaches between mangrove islands, looking completely at home in the water. Number 1. Kangaroos. Australia has several beaches where kangaroos regularly appear, and it's not just for photos with tourists. Eastern grey kangaroos and red kangaroos visit beaches to graze on salt-tolerant plants that grow in coastal dunes. In some areas, like parts of Queensland and New South Wales, kangaroos have learned that beaches offer a reliable source of fresh water from streams and less competition for food. The sight of kangaroos hopping along a beach at sunrise has become a symbol of Australia's unique wildlife. These animals prove that beaches aren't just for typical marine life. From tiny foxes hunting in tide pools to massive elephants looking for salt, beaches attract visitors from all over the animal kingdom. Which of these beach animals surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed learning about these unexpected beach visitors, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more amazing animal facts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.